Welcome to Anime Fanjutsu, where we talk all things anime. Julian, did you watch the Black Clover movie?
I haven't watched any Black Clover, unfortunately.
You should
No,
totally
I have
watch
not.
it. You don't have to watch any of it to watch the movie. I feel like there was a lot of exposition,
Hmm.
but it was just a bunch of fighting. It's like it's for people that really like fighting.
I like canon anime movies.
Yeah, this one's not canon. Like nothing in it matters.
I really liked Jujutsu Kaisen Zero.
It was good.
Demon Slayer. I haven't seen the new one that just came out, but Demon Slayer, the
Mugen
Demon
Train.
Train, Mugen Train. I really liked the story and the movie. I hated the CGI they used on the fleshy train. But every anime movie is gonna have bad CGI in it. So
And also, I know it's good because you want to feel and you want it to like do something to you emotionally. But man, the end of Mugen Train was really sad.
True. So many good characters, and the guy specifically that's introduced, that it's so unfortunate.
I love him too. Great character.
I finally watched Demon Slayer after never watching any of it. I'm finally caught up past to the end of like even the arc that just came out now. The animation in the most recent arc is so good.
I really liked season 1 a lot, to where I almost kept reading the manga, and I was like, no, the animation is so good that I want to watch it. And then season 2 came out and I never watched it. And there's not a season 3, but there's another movie, right?
Swordsmith Village is its own season. It's a 11
Oh,
episode season.
okay.
So
I thought it
might
was a
have watched
movie.
that one. I saw the one, what is it, the Entertainment District or whatever,
Hmm.
but I have not seen the newest.
Okay, I thought Swordsmith Village was a movie. That's why I was saying that.
No, it's an arc. Swordsmith Village made me have a revelation because I was watching it with some people, and I was also watching Assassination Classroom on my own, which is not good. Don't like it's not
That
that
sounds
good.
like
Don't watch it.
Danganronpa. That's what they should have called Danganronpa.
It's not that good.
Danganronpa was good though. I watched one episode of Assassination Classroom.
There's like a specific episode that I was watching an arc of at the time, where the main character has to cross dress, and then I was also watching Entertainment Village, or Entertainment District, where all three of the main characters have to cross dress as geisha, and it made me realize how many shows, how many popular anime have
JoJo.
situations where teenage boys are forced to cross dress by people older than them.
When we were before I ever watched anime and Christian was watching JoJo, I walked in one day and he's just watching it where some boy and girl had just switched bodies and I didn't know anything about it and I'm like, "What are you watching?"
That happens in One Piece too, though.
I'm on when that happens in One Piece. So many anime just have men cross dressing, and they never want it to happen. It's always against their will.
In JoJo, he wanted to do that, and
Okay.
he liked it. I think it was good in JoJo actually.
They didn't want to in Demon Slayer, but Inosuke was a beautiful girl.
True.
Trying to
It's such a
think.
funny reveal during season 1 when Inosuke finally takes off his mask and they're like, "Wow, you're so beautiful."
Like
Oh.
he's really pretty.
It happens in Mob Psycho too, and Reagan wanted to do it, but Mob didn't want to do it.
All the things.
Where if I look at the cover art and it's like a girl in a school uniform, I am not about to watch that.
Especially if it's an isekai.
Oh yeah,
Unless it's Bleach.
I will, but that's not like the cover.
No, but it is in the opening. It has the two
The
girls in
cover
their little
of
school
Bleach, you
uniforms
see
dancing.
Ichigo with his sword in like a cool outfit. You look at the cover of any of these like creepy perv anime, and it's a girl in a school outfit.
Yeah,
The
I
only
don't-
one I liked Angel Beats because they actually fight and stuff in there at a school, and that has school uniforms. But if you look at it, you'll see like all the guys in school uniforms holding guns.
the obsession with like girls in skimpy school uniforms is a little disturbing. Especially if you
little?
go to the school in My Hero Academia.
I can't believe the My Hero creator actually made that one of the girl invisible, or the girl that's like noticeably 15, that just has like parts of her bodies covered or whatever. That's
Mhm.
wild that he actually made that.
And it's like, oh, I have to have the entire front of my shirt missing because I make things out of my stomach.
Oh yeah, there's that one
And it's like,
too.
well, that's convenient.
But I have to have my skin exposed for my quirk to work.
Right.
But no, the invisible girl in My Hero, when they had a cover that was like her not invisible and naked with parts of her bodies covered by like caution tape.
That is inappropriate.
I can't believe that a like manga artist genuinely sat there and was like, I want to do this. The character that everyone knows is underage. I want to make this and put it out to the world.
That was Minetta's service for all the little Minettas of the world. He looks like a grape.
You all should watch Swordsmith Village. It's so good.
I need to watch the
Animation-wise.
entertainment. I watched the first episode. I think it was an hour-long episode of Entertainment District 1. And it was good. I just didn't watch the rest.
I
Didn't
just
have time.
love watching all the Instagram reels that are that with like the Smooth Criminal video. All the like transitions to where now it's Michael Jackson. I love that.
Moves on to Michael Jackson is iconic.
Yes. Do you think when they were animating that they were like, let's make him look like Michael Jackson?
Oda did that with One Piece. There's like a whole list. I don't know if he actually did it, but I feel like it's too uncanny to be a mistake. You can find a picture online that's like a bunch of One Piece characters right next to like a celebrity. One of them is NL with Eminem.
You can have all of the Gorosei next to like those 5 political leaders. No, that one's just actually true though. Does it make sense?
Inaru's eyebrows are disturbing to me. I will say he's got scarier eyebrows than Eminem.
Enel has such a cool design with like the huge thing coming off his back.
Yeah, it's got like Sasuke's curse mark on it.
I know it's like actually important like religiously because I know Hentengu's there's a character in Demon Slayer that has a similar thing.
Is Whitebeard supposed to be Hulk Hogan?
No shot.
I
No
don't think,
shot.
I think that one's a coincidence.
That one has to be.
I feel like the closest to Hulk Hogan is the 8 Tails in Naruto. Killer Bee.
Okay, Django being Steven Tyler.
Oh yeah,
is
I see
true.
that. 100%. Right down to this heart-shaped glasses.
Emporio is supposed to be Tim Curry. I think
Is
that's
that-
true too.
Who is Emporio? Am I there yet?
You haven't gotten to them yet,
Because I love
Why?
Tim Curry.
huh?
Oh, Ivankov?
Ivankov. I don't know why it's Emporio. I'm reading it off the list and it says Emporio.
Yeah. Oh,
Ivankov is supposed to be Tim
Telling you.
Curry.
You can tell a lot about somebody where they know Tim Curry from.
I think this is the Rocky Horror Picture Show version.
You know I was in that show.
I didn't know that.
I was Columbia.
I know Tim Curry from the Clue movie.
Also from Annie. He's
From Home
Rooster in
Alone
Annie.
2?
Is this Jim Carrey and Frankie? Jim
How-
Carrey is listed for Frankie and Bon Clay, but it's different characters played by Jim Carrey.
Isn't that like your favorite? Bon Clay?
Bon Clay is my favorite Baroque works person.
You know how far y'all are off from Water 7?
We are close. That's another reason why I'm considering us skipping the Marine Base, because it's just Marine Base, Long Ring, Longland, Water 7.
Apparently, Long Ring Longland is technically part of the Water 7 saga.
Long Ring, Longland is also 20 episodes.
Oh,
So-
half of it is filler.
It is?
Like they do the whole shebang thing that they do in the manga, and then they do
Yeah.
it again for some reason.
So we can skip half of it.
Kind of like nothing important happens.
I'll check the filler guide.
I love when you skip a bunch of filler and then you come back in on the episode that's like half filler, half canon, and you don't know what's going on. But you're just like, I don't know who these people are, so they're not important.
Trust me, there's no important characters in Long Ring Longland.
Foxy is gonna come back.
He did. He's in a filler arc.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
He's in a 3-episode filler arc.
Which probably means that he's not gonna come back, right?
Yeah,
Because if so, Oda would have been like, "No, I'm gonna use Foxy."
but maybe
I want
David
Nami's
backfights
sister to come back. I want Nami's sister to take Nami's place.
Nami's not that bad of a straw hat.
But like her sister's way cooler. She's one of those white haired people that I like.
Doesn't she have blue hair?
Maybe. I can never tell because in my mind it's white, but maybe it is blue, and I'm just adjusting for lighting, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, it is blue, but it has like the white highlights on it.
Mm.
If you look at it with like lighting, it could look white.
Black dress, gold dress.
I
Yeah,
know
I
that
really liked Arlong Park because I felt like it was the first time I saw Luffy actually have feelings and not just be like a lumbering idiot.
You're gonna like. I think your favorite is gonna be Innie's Lobby because everybody's favorite arc is Innie's Lobby except for me.
And Christian did tell me that he also really liked this part when he read it, but the part where they are finally leaving Alabasta and they do the little thing where they hold their arms up because they can't say bye. I liked that.
Yeah, I really like that scene. I had that as my desktop background for a little while.
That was
I
moving.
I think I have a wallpaper engine with, like, a bunch of moving backgrounds. I think that's one of, like, the 20 I have. I love the Arlong Park panel, or, like, series of panels where Nami's, like, crying, in the
And
middle of
Luffy
that.
puts the hat.
Yeah, and he puts the hat
I
on
really
her,
like that
and then
scene.
there's the cut to, like, the thing with him saying, like, "This hat is my treasure," or whatever. It's just such a cool thing to, like, look back at something that happens, like, 10 or 20 episodes before. That's immediately connects to that moment, making it more impactful, which is what One Piece does so often, and why it's such a good anime.
Because they'll do something and then explain it like 500 episodes later.
You also get to, like, Enies Lobby and have, like, 4 episodes in a row that are just recaps of people originally joining the crew, so One Piece does a lot.
I will say too, in that same arc, when he's fighting Arlong and he's in Nami's room, and he gets so mad because she's his friend and he like sees her story, and then he just like goes crazy.
Luffy is also such a cool, like, protagonist at the start of the series because he is just overpowered. Like, he doesn't struggle with any of those villains.
And he's never scared of anything. I'm always talking about how dude can't even swim and he sits right on the front of the ship, like hanging over it. He has such confidence.
I love in Arlong Park where like Arlong pulls out his huge sword or whatever, and he's like, this is my big sword, it's super cool. I'm gonna kill you here, and Luffy just doesn't care. Like I think he like swings it for like a false like attack or something, and Luffy just like doesn't stop or anything. I'm thinking exactly what happens in that panel, but it's just so cool.
It's like no bothers were given this day. I also love in that one where the big sea creatures come in. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna get it now. We're calling our like big sea creature guy." And then the sea creature comes and he sees them, and he's just like, it's like we've already dealt with this guy. This guy's on our side now.
Luffy's just such a fun protagonist.
Buggy should have been the protagonist of One Piece.
Buggy should have died in East Blue.
Buggy is going to be the protagonist of Two Piece.
Two Piece, aka the Bikini Saga.
When Luffy becomes king of the pirates and he leaves his treasure, then Buggy is going to be like 60 years old and he's going to go find it. And that's Two Piece.
Are you all not familiar with the existing Two-Piece manga?
No.
It's a French series. It's like a parody of One Piece that does technically already exist.
I guess
That's
the Buggy
cool.
one is going to be Three Piece then.
You should write your own fanfic, Christian.
I'm not writing fan
You should write
fiction.
Three Piece.
Christian, you should write Wattpad fan fiction. I think you'd be really good at that.
Buggy life story. Buggy slice of life fan fiction.
Slice of life. Or you could do it like the way of the house husband, where Buggy like decides to stop being a pirate and he goes and works in a local bakery.
It's like the exact plot of God, what is
Sakamoto
it?
Days?
Sakamoto Days, yeah.
Sakamoto Days is just the plot of Way of the House Husband, but as like an actual story. Way of the House Husband, I love it. I have a couple volumes of the manga. He was a Yakuza boss.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like really powerful and everybody was scared of him. And he met a really nice lady, and so he got married. And now he's a stay-at-home husband that like cooks and cleans and stuff.
Does she know he was a Yakuza?
Yeah, and she has a good job, so he just stays at home, and he has to like deal with like cops and like other Yakuza people showing up. And there's like a bunch of scenes of him like he meets a guy in an alley and like hands him like a little tiny like Ziploc bag, but then it's just like full of like homemade spices that he made for cooking with.
Have
But
I
it's
told
fully slice of life. Sakamoto Days is like that same plot, but like I don't know what genre it is, but I know it's like an actual story.
Hmm.
Have I told my Yakuza dad joke on here yet?
I
Uh-oh.
believe so, but I'm sure you want to tell it again.
What do you get if you confuse jacuzzi with Yakuza?
You did tell it. I forgot what it was.
You end up in hot water with the mob. Wah, wah. Brooke said, I don't get it. Because the Yakuza is the Japanese mob, and a jacuzzi is a hot tub. Now you get it? No. This is the kid going to STEAM camp this week, so we were talking earlier about video games, Danganronpa specifically. I just want everyone to know that my husband has finally beat Persona 5, and I don't have to listen to, like, the Velvet Room music anymore.
I like the Persona 5 music.
I
The
just feel
soundtracks
like
are amazing, and then the gameplay is boring.
I felt like I heard the same snippet of
Oh,
music over and
you
over,
did.
and I'm like, "Dude, are you ever gonna beat this game?"
Because the music is so good that they just reuse it a lot.
Caden would be singing it over in the corner. She's just like,
One
I
of the
think this.
main songs that it plays over and over again is like I have it in one of my playlists, and I haven't even played Persona 5. I just really like the song because the music's that good.
I think it's a really important question, although it's kind of it's gonna step away from the main point here. But since it's been like 6 months, maybe 7 months at this point, have you started reading Ajin? This is the most important question here.
It's a no from me.
I read a little more of it. I've read maybe half. I think less than half. But I read like 3 or 4 chapters like a week ago. It's really good. I just have no motivation, but I don't have any motivation to read or watch anything. I haven't read
I
or
feel like
watched
I
any
have
of them.
so many shows that I wanna watch and so little time to watch them.
I feel it. I have to somehow cram like 19 episodes of Assassination Classroom in the next like 2 days.
That's why I like watching shows when they first come out so I can, like, watch them as they drop, like, just
Yeah.
once a week.
I'm gonna do that with Jujutsu Kaisen because it's also been like, has it been over a year since I think it's been over a year since I read the Jujutsu Kaisen, the arc that's about to be in the anime. But
One of the things that sucks about that is then you get a show like Tokyo Revengers that leaves you on this big cliffhanger and is like, "See you sometime."
I need to watch the Tokyo Revengers new season too because I read it and I don't remember what happened. I don't remember all of it.
So good. So good.
Did the same thing happen with Black Clover?
Yes, Black Clover has been on a 4-year hiatus after just stopping right.
Nobody is beating Hunter x Hunter.
Isn't
Hunter
Hunter
x
x
Hunter.
Hunter just canceled now?
No,
Like, didn't the creator just like say, "I'm not doing this anymore. I'm sick," and then just stop?
he said in 2018. He said, "Sorry guys, I have like a chronic back problem because his whole life he's been like leaning over to draw." So he was like, "I'm bedridden. I can't do this anymore. I'm going on hiatus until I can do it again." That was in 2018. Like 6 months ago, he released like 2 chapters. He was like, "Guys, I'm still doing this. Here's 2 chapters to see if I can get back into the groove of doing stuff." I don't know if he's done any more since then, but I did hear even before the new chapters came out, his wife is the person that did Sailor Moon, and he said that he's going to like give the story to his wife to finish if he like dies before he finishes it.
So Hunter x Hunter is married to Sailor Moon. What a power couple.
That's like an actual good anime, like manga author marriage. I think Oda, who wrote One Piece, is married to somebody that cosplayed Nami that he met. He met a Nami
That's
cosplayer.
A little creepy, but whatever.
And I don't know anything about the Chainsaw Man author.
Yeah, I remember seeing a tweet that he made once, or like he was in an interview that like he had a goldfish that he really loved that died, and then he like ate the goldfish, like he swallowed it whole.
Now it's in his heart.
Spoiler.
He replaced his heart.
The funny thing, that's actually going to be relevant for Chainsaw. But there's another thing with what he does. He has a Twitter account where he acts like a fake 5-year-old sister of himself.
That's so weird.
And it's not like he doesn't like post any like really weird stuff on it, but it's still just insane. This is like the Chainsaw Man author, like average amount of weird for him.
Make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and be sure to follow Anime Fanjutsu on Instagram. We are at Anime Fanjutsu.